this, perfect. Alrighty then, ladies and gentlemen, it's 16th of November 2025. This is Amateur League Tournament 114th weekly tournament, in which again I am waiting on whoever wins on the round 1, and I have the agreement from these two guys to watch their match up, which is best of 3, and it's actually mirror matchup once again. This time it's Terran versus Terran, and you are watching at main base of Mako. I don't know what is the LCE Mako. I don't know what is the name of that clan. I don't remember. Sorry about that. I will look it up afterwards. Anyways, he's playing Terran here at the right bottom corner on Ruby Rock in the blue colors. Yep. And his opponent in the red colors playing Terran is actually Micromaniac's Revo. We just played like 2 hours ago. It was a match. He does feel some salt after it. Sorry about that, mate. No hard feelings. You did really good job. I just did what I did. And I have used all tricks in my book, so next time we meet, probably I will have nothing to go against you. Anyways, the guys are... What are the openings? So this is the Revo is opening with barracks, double supply depots, and actually Reaper, while on the opposite side we have barracks into factory and reactor immediately. So I would say Mako will be probably going for that Hellion Reaper thing. Or this time, yep, and Revo is also doing for the similar kind. Well, that's kind of usual for the Terran versus Terran to go for Hellion Reaper, but I am not sure what is the right build order for that specific thing. So that's really particular. Oh no, it's Tech Club, so it's actually double Marines into siege tank, which is going to be, and Revo is actually going already for harassment. He gets 1 SCV down, and he is chased away by the multiple SCVs. There are 2 Marines now going to be chasing this Reaper. Will he have a friend Reaper coming up? I don't think so. The Tech Club is building, so also after this Reaper, which I think he did go down, no? I think it did go, yep. The Marines, this Reaper, which Marines took care of, was actually the only Marine there, only Reaper that comes. And, well, yeah, Revo is building. I'm so confused because I'm used to Protoss casting, I don't know. So it's 1-1-1 opening, there is a Cyclone in between, which is really cool because the Mako actually goes for a reactor for transitioning his starport to reactor. Oh, there is another Reaper for Revo. Now it's functioning as a scouting unit to figure out what's the situation. Give me a second, I will tune down the noise here. If anyone knows in chat what is LCE, which I don't remember, then sure, give me heads up. There's actually mass Viking being produced here by Mako up on the siege tank and submarines. There's 2 siege tanks, submarines, and mass Viking. The Reaper goes in to do the harassment, scouting once again. Pretty much we'll see the whole army. 2 siege tanks, 2 Vikings, and there are more Vikings being produced. Well, for the defense, Revo has produced a siege tank. There is a Cyclone, couple of Marines which are sent around, and Vikings have started to be produced by Revo too, and he's actually building second starport, which might mean that he will try to outnumber the amount of Vikings that is on the field. Well, Mako is actually moving out right now over the map. This actually is first Amateur League tournament taking place on a new map hill, which is really cool. Or maybe not. Maybe last monthly also was the thing. Monthly might also be the thing, but that's monthly, that's not weekly, so it's different. Well, the siege tanks have been seated here on the side base, and the Vikings are giving the air vision, which means the siege tanks can easily fight, shoot down the attachment for the starport and do work on some supply depots here. So the amount of Vikings produced is going to be less than before. There's one Viking going forward, there's two, but there is a fourth. So Mako right now has more Vikings. He's taking down the third building in a row over here, and he's actually reaching the attachment for barracks, and he's able also to do some work on the factory. Meanwhile, on the back of this, there are more Vikings, more Mariners joining in the fray. Also siege tank on the way. So there's 3 siege tanks here for the aggressor, for Mako, and there is 2 siege tanks here for the Revo for defense. It's almost in range, but not really. There's 1 siege tank upstairs over here, so if anything gets lifted or something like that, or the Vikings land up here, they get shot. The factory has been having attachment rebuilt. The Vikings are kept being produced. There is 1 more starport being made. The Cyclone is locking on the Viking over here, and it did quite a bit of damage, but not really enough. The SCVs are sent to repair some stuff, but unfortunately they go down to the siege tank fire over here. Revo actually is building third. The siege tanks are sent closer, but it's only 1 siege tank and a couple of marines, so I would believe that this army is a lot stronger than the stuff that is defending over here. And now there is forces of GG's called. Mako takes game number 1. So I'm thinking about my matchup. Obviously I am, because well, I want to perform as good as possible today. And that will take a little bit of a cost. Anyways, this is best of 3, and I believe Mako took game 1, not Revo. Mako, there we go. But we are looking in the game number 2 of best of 3 here on Amateur League Tournament. This is round 1 actually. The guy who wins goes, or the person or the player who wins goes against me. Who loses falls to the losers bracket because it's double elimination as per usual. We are looking at the main base of Revo, Micromaniacs Revo, and he is playing against the blue color Terran LCE Mako. I don't remember what was the clan name still, I should check out, but Revo actually is building proxy racks right now, so that's something. Let me actually check out what are the standings. I think in standings I can find the clan names. Give me a second, please. Not here. Or maybe here. There's actually 4 racks being built. Jesus, that's much. That's much. What is this? Yeah, I don't see this. Unfortunately, not here. That's sad. Okay, it's 4 proxy 4 racks from Revo right now, and he's just building marines straight up. I don't think that Mako is actually knowing what's going on. He's not scouting. He has not sent any scouting SCVs to check out what's going on. So it's gonna be nasty surprise for him when those mariners are coming. And there comes the push for marines, followed up by multiple more queued up in the line, and 2 SCVs to tank some damage, and there's only 2 marines being built right now by Mako. He's pulling up the SCVs to do some repairs, but the marines are having quite a distance, so the repairs might not happen if they are individually targeted, which they are, so that's gonna be a lot of economical loss here. That's 6 SCVs going down and more marines flowing in. It's 2 more marines here, two more over here. for Mako. Now he pulls the SCVs for protection, but he loses even more stuff. He pulls again the SCVs to fight, but there is a lot more Marines, so I believe that this is going to be GG. The tank, siege tank is coming out, but yeah, that's 16 SCVs going down for Mako over here, and Revo is just keeping moving inside, so whatever the siege tank spawns in, the Marines might be actually able to take it down if the reaction is fast enough, and it is, and the Revo has his Marines on melee range, and Mako says GG, and Revo takes game number 2, which leads us to the decider match. Okie dokies, so this is best of 3. We are having the deciders match between these two guys. So we are looking at main base of LCE Mako, which is playing blue color Terrans here on the right top corner of Tourmaline, and his opponent on the left bottom corner playing Terran in red color. We have Micromaniacs Revo. Oh, looks like Revo is again sending the SCVs out. Could that mean that he's going to go for proxy once again? Yes, he's going to build barracks once again. The question is, how is going to be happening? How the things are going to be happening? Okay, I'm checking out one thing quickly while he is building barracks. Pretty much the question is, will Mako actually send his SCV to scout this time, or he will stay this kind of ignorant to the fact that it could be happening, or what could be happening? Insane Master Killers, no. School Reborn, Freedom House, no. Peru, esports, no idea. Okay, I will not succeed. Sorry for that, Mako. I'm not succeeding to finding your... Oh my god, this logo is in stupid place. Okay, is there the Amateur League tournament also? Oh, it's here. So this is okay place, but this is not good. This shouldn't be like this. Anyways, there are 4 barracks being built once again. This time there is a bunker being built by Mako, in expecting that there could be something like that coming again. And yeah, Revo doesn't care much. He's just doing what he did last time. And Mako starts with double Marines once again. The push happens in the same time, so he's using the same cheeky strategy against Mako here. And the question is, what's gonna be the outcome? Mako starts the starport, which is really think the SCVs are repairing the bunker. The Marines are in the bunker now. Technically, Revo can be... He has the entrance into the main base right now of Mako. He's moving forward, cancelling down the starport, which was starting to be built. I don't know why the starport is such a high priority right now, but the Marines in bunker are growing. The number of Marines in bunker are growing. The SCVs are being pulled to repair the barracks. There is the supply depot is going to go down. Yeah, pretty much the Marines of Revo is out of range of the bunker Marines, and Revo sends his Marines to the mineral lane right now. Well, Mako actually will have defended the push eventually by pulling away his SCVs and now chasing the Marines down with the rest of the force. He is starting the siege tank production, and the game has normalized, I would say. Although Revo has been producing more Marines behind this, and he might go and have a try up the stairs here, up the ramp again. Now he's crossing 4 Marines in the bunker and 5th one outside, which is not so cool. If the starport and ramp is endangered, Again, the siege tank is out, siege tank is sieging, and siege tank will take care of this. And the starport is being lifted, not to get any damage, even though marines shoot up. And now the marines are running their way home. So now, definitely, Mako has defended the initial attack by Revo. The question is how this is going to continue. Revo actually is sending his marines forward. There is actually 3 buildings, so there is all 3 tech buildings, pretty much, not all 3, but the rudimentary ones, the barracks, the factory, and the starport. And the combination once again will be marines, siege tanks, and Vikings, which are now being produced in mass. Meanwhile, well, Revo is just producing his marines. He's actually deciding to lift the barracks and go to scout upstairs to see what's happening inside the main base of Mako right now. So he is questioning what's gonna happen and what are the units produced. Well, the Vikings might not be the biggest success story, but the siege tanks definitely are the success story of this defense right now, which means that Revo will not be able to actually go into the main base without taking a huge amount of losses. Mako is leapfrogging his siege tanks forward here, so he can defend his Vikings here. Vikings maybe intentionally are baiting the marines over here, but yep, there we go. That's all the marines taken care of. The barracks are sent, one of them to scout here behind, one of them are lifted here, the other one is running away from Vikings. The 4th one is going back home, which only has the natural base now being built. The SCV amount right now is in favor of Mako, even though he doesn't have the natural going on. Revo did land barracks inside the main base of Mako, and Mako probably has no idea that those exist over there, and yeah, Revo is just gonna produce marines over there just to have fun and be a little bit more annoying. There is an F2A move right now from the Mako, which is running home everything he got to actually defend against this marine. And I believe now he might be vision, yeah, he has the vision of the barracks. Barracks are lifted and flying away. The Vikings will chase it down and probably kill it off. Well, Revo meanwhile has been building his own stuff. He has built 3 barracks and a factory. Factory has a tech lab, so there's going to be some siege tanks producing out of that, and there is starport being built. The worker amount also he has caught up in. He has a lot of gas mining here. Mako has a lot of minerals though, so there could be some more production facilities being built, but there is actually 4 siege tanks, 5 Vikings, and a lot of marines, and that's a big force unfortunately here that's going to come for Revo right now, which has pretty much no army. There is only 2 marines over here. The steam packs is being researched, but the opponent's army of 14 army supply is already here. That's like 13 points more. Yeah, looks like the Mako is going to use very similar strategy. He might just put down his siege tanks over here, or maybe not. He will, yeah, siege them up, and the marines are in big pain right now. Okay, so the siege tanks are leapfrogged once again. Marine is actually sent in the counter attack, which would be really cool if that marine could be taking care of siege tank, but there is a 5th siege tank joining in the fray. There is 1 more siege tank being produced at home, and Revo is just starting his own production of Vikings. Yeah, the siege tanks at the bottom ground is beyond the reach of marines. No, the siege tanks is beyond the reach of buildings, but Vikings can land and be protected by siege tanks. Unless the scout happens, the scan happens, and the range of the siege tank for Revo is actually in better stage. So Mako is now just leapfrogging his siege tanks forward, which he obviously can do because there is nothing protecting here Revo at all. He has the second siege tank coming out just now, but there is already 6 of them here by Mako, so that's a big amount of them. This barrack is pretty much down below. The SCVs are being pulled, trying to surround the siege tanks before they are sieged, but there's a lot more marines over here, and all of the defending army of Revo has been taken care of. There are a couple of Vikings here, but that's definitely not enough force. There is like 40 army supply ahead for the Mako here, and Revo is getting annihilated completely out of this matchup. The SCVs are being pulled, last effort, but they will go down because, well, the Vikings can just lift up and fly away. GG's called. Mako takes game number 2, and he's won his matchup. Well, Revo has a chance. He's going to losers bracket.